Hey there, Dr. Mark here, and today I'm going to be answering the question many of you ask me, and I know even more of you are thinking: can you actually make money as an online nutrition coach? The answer is yes, but only when you have these three key things. After training hundreds of nutrition coaches, I've discovered the ones that get the best results for clients, the ones that make the most money, and the ones that go full-time in their online coaching businesses have three things in common. They have the right approach, they have the right business strategy, and they get specific with the problem that they solve. Today I'm going to break each one of these down and show you how to work them into your nutrition coaching business, regardless if you're just getting started or you're looking to grow your business. Okay, so in traditional online nutrition coaching, you're working with people in a one-on-one capacity, which, sidebar, is also what I would recommend because it's the easiest way to deliver the service and also the best way to get results for clients. So since you're working with people one-on-one, to make more money as a nutrition coach, you need to either work with more clients, which means you're always looking to work with more people, or charge more for your coaching service, which means you'll work with the same amount of people, but you'll charge them more. It sounds simple, right? Well, it is, but you might be thinking, I don't know how to get more clients. And even if I did, it makes me really uncomfortable thinking about charging more for my service. I get it, I've been there, I totally understand it. But to make you feel a little bit better, let's dive into some of the math around nutrition coaching. After surveying hundreds of nutrition coaches, I know that on average, most nutrition coaches would be happy making anywhere between $3,000 to $7,000 per month. This level of income would allow them to make really good money on part-time hours, or add in secondary income for their training businesses or their gym, or even go full-time with their nutrition coaching. Let me tell you, for many coaches, this level of income is actually realistic, but you need to know how to get there, and today I'm going to show you exactly how. Let's work backwards to set the roadmap on how to make this level of income. We'll start by talking about the right coaching approach and how to set your prices. Okay, let's talk about the right coaching approach. If I want you to take anything away from this video, it's this. Nutrition coaching is incredibly powerful because it is, number one, results focused, which means it delivers the result the client really wants and is after. Number two is scalable because since we check in online, it delivers an efficient service that works well for everyone. And number three, it is profitable. Since you are charged on delivering a result, you can charge accordingly. This means that you charge based on the results you deliver, not the time it takes you to actually do it. So please don't charge per hour in an outdated counseling model. If you do, you'll get stuck in that trade your time for money trap that so many people are desperately trying to get out of. And your clients will pay a lot for a result that they haven't been able to achieve on their own. And before you say, Dr. Mark, people aren't going to pay me a lot of money to be coached, let me share some examples. Right now, right in this very moment, there is someone out there that's charging someone $40,000 a year to be coached. Paid up front, paid in full. We're talking an entire down payment on a home. You know, the place you live? Well, you could say your body is the place that you live, but let's stay on topic. Anyways, someone is charging someone a ridiculous amount of money and they're happily paying it. And here's the kicker. The service that they're getting, the approach that they are getting, probably isn't that much different than what you offer. The experience that this coach has probably isn't all that much different than your experience. But people will happily pay it because they don't just see this coach as another coach. They see that coach as the person that's going to take them on a journey to a specific result. They're sure of it, and this certainty, that's what seals the deal. Okay, so we have this situation over here. But let's come down to earth for a second. I've taken coaches mainly in small town, rural areas that were struggling to sign people up for $40 group coaching programs and taking them to $300 a month nutrition coaching services where people are begging to sign up. So if you're thinking, I can't charge higher prices for my coaching, you're wrong. The bottom line is you could probably charge more for your nutrition coaching. And the most important thing to remember here is we're not charging our online nutrition clients for the time we spend with them. We are charging them for the result that we provide. Now, if you're thinking, what should I actually charge? Let's dive into that because there's a few different things that go into setting a price. Your price comes down to a few things like your experience level, what does the market value your service at, everything that's involved with your coaching, and how likely are you to get someone a specific result. Here's what I suggest for most coaches. For beginning coaches, they charge anywhere between $150 to $200 a month. For intermediate coaches, they charge anywhere between $200 to $300 per month. And for advanced coaches, they should be charging anywhere between $300 to $500 plus per month. Depending where you fit along this range and everything that goes into your coaching, you got to set your pricing accordingly. And remember, people pay to their commitment level. I've seen many really good coaches make little to no money because they're attracting price sensitive people that ultimately don't want to do the work. So set your prices accordingly. With the right price, you'll be well on your way to making money as an online nutrition coach. Number two, let's actually talk about some business strategy. Okay, so now we have an idea of what to charge. Let's talk some strategy. Because the people that make actual money as nutrition coaches have a plan in place and they have a strategy in place for how they're going to grow. The first strategy I want to talk about is back to prices. When do you actually bump your price? There are no hard and fast rules here. But when you're improving your service delivery, you should consider a price bump, or when you've added to your education, or probably most importantly, when you've worked a certain number of people through your actual coaching system. The latter is the most important because because your nutrition coaching is like any other business and is subject to supply and demand. So when there's more of a demand for your service, you're able to charge more for it. I would suggest bumping up your coaching rates incrementally, somewhere between $25 to $50 per month. This can be all for new clients while you leave existing clients grandfathered in at their current rates. One often overlooked side benefit of a price bump is the psychology that goes into it. For the client, paying more money can be scary, which means they're going to put more work into it. And for you, the coach, even if nutrition is your passion and you love helping people, it's really common to get complacent and sometimes comfortable in your coaching business. Charging more money can be scary, and it really makes you bring your A game. And this is where all the growth in your business will come, both on and off paper. Now, the last thing I want you to keep in mind in terms of strategy around pricing and this sort of thing is that when you're first getting started, I really think you should focus on bumping up your monthly recurring revenue instead of selling packages. Okay, first of all, let's take a step back. What do I mean by a package? A package is essentially having a client pay for a larger time frame of coaching, sometime at a discounted rate. Usually it's always better to take money up front from a business standpoint because you just don't know what's going to happen down the road. But this isn't always wise when you're first getting started. Why? Because as you get going, you don't want any big swings and ups and downs in your income. So if you sign up 4 new clients in month 1, 8 new clients in month 2, and then only 2 clients in month 3, you're going to have big ebbs and flows in your income, and that big drop can really impact things. And if you didn't save enough money for month 2 and you're using this as your full source of income, that can really mess with your living expenses. I would build on monthly recurring revenue until you get to about 25 paying clients, and then you can start selling packages. Okay, so now that we have that straightened out, let's start to do some nutrition coaching math. And from here, you'll actually start to be able to visualize the path of how you'll make money as an online nutrition coach. So let's say, for example, you want to make $5,000 per month, and you're an intermediate coach that's selling your coaching services at around $200 per month. In order to make the $5,000 per month, working with clients at $200 per month, you'll need to work with approximately 25 paying clients. And this is totally possible. In my experience, through tapping your network, through getting people results, and through showing those results on social media, you should be able to get there. It's totally doable. And once you work more people through your coaching system, we're talking 10, 15, 20 clients, you can start to bump your prices, which will make it even easier to get there. Okay, and the last thing we're going to talk about today is the secret sauce. Get specific. If you want to charge more for your nutrition coaching so you can make more money in less time and have to find less clients, you need to get specific. This was one of the toughest lessons I had to learn as a new nutrition coach. When you sell to everyone, you end up selling to no one. See, when I first started coaching, I wanted to help everyone. And I'm not exactly sure why, but since I was so passionate about nutrition, I didn't want to leave anyone out. So I started educating people on proper nutrition and the benefits of it because they couldn't see their specific problems, their specific pain points, and the solution that I had for them. And this was a big mistake. And like it or not, there are more nutrition coaches than ever. And don't get me wrong, even though there are more people that need our help than ever before, the industry is starting to get a little bit crowded. And the best way to fight this is to stand out. Because when you don't stand out, what ends up happening is you end up blending in with everyone else. You're talking about the same things, you're never positioning yourself as an authority in your space. And since you don't talk about the specific problems of one type of person, these people never see themselves in the result, and that's a big problem. And the best way to counteract all of this is to get specific. Most general nutrition coaches are at the bottom of the ladder with everyone else. But the more specific you get and the more you niche down, the more you're able to charge. Because you're no longer that person that could do everything, you're that person that has a guaranteed result for a specific person. That's powerful stuff, and it's worth a lot more money. A great example of this is Dr. Mark Method nutrition coaching superstar Tony Lee. Tony used to be a nutrition coach for everyone, and although she was doing well, making $3,000 to $4,000 per month, she knew she could be doing better. When she shifted her focus to working with busy women in healthcare, things started to take off. Since she lived that life, she knew the specific problems and specific pain points and got really hyper specific on how to solve them. And now she's become the go-to fitness nutrition coach for nurses and healthcare professionals. And the results for her business have been fantastic. She's doubled her coaching rate and tripled her revenue, all by getting specific. So I hope that makes things crystal clear. You can in fact make money as an online nutrition coach, but the coaches killing it have the right business strategy, have the right coaching approach for a specific audience. Now, as great as all these tips are, if you're really serious about starting a nutrition coaching business, the next thing I'm going to have you do is watch this video I have lined up right here on the best way to start a nutrition coaching business in 2022. So make sure to check it out, and I'll see you in the next one.